Okay, Luke, so I'm going to start by just asking a question, and then I'm going to try to elaborate on the question. So the question is, do you think following your gut instinct is the same as listening to your heart? Or is there some distinction to be made between following your heart and following your gut instinct? Um, because if you're going to separate the mind and the gut, is it only, is that just a two-sided metaphor, or can there be three different ways to look at, what we should, what power of volition within us that we should listen to? Because I don't think there's just two. This is what the seven chakras are really all about. They're not some mystical, otherworldly thing. They're just really based on this idea of, what aspect of our awareness are we going to identify with, and are we going to allow to control our behavior? Are we going to be base sexual beings that just care about immediate pleasure and reproducing themselves, or are we going to be more compassionate beings that are more focused on helping others and caring about others, or are we going to be more intelligent, logical, conceptual people who are more focused on finding the objective truth and staying in this sort of abstract realm of ideas? Or are we going to be a totally spiritual person who's focused completely on the crown chakra and just totally releasing their energy into the matrix of the universal spirit or whatever? Because there's really a lot. I just think there's a lot more of a gradient to be described here than just gut and logic or gut and mind. Um, the chakras are, there's the root chakra, the sacrum chakra, the solar plexus chakra, the heart or the lung chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, and the crown chakra. And I'm just reading this off Wikipedia. I'm not even that familiar with the chakras, but they're useful when we talk, just generally speaking, about these. When we use these metaphors like gut instinct, or follow your heart, or sexually driven. We're talking about various aspects of the body that sort of run parallel with the spine. And just, real quickly, the root chakra is the sex chakra. It's the one that's totally about survival and reproduction and stability, power. The sacrum chakra at the base of the stomach is creativity, sexual energy, desire, pleasure, but it's more of a womanly sexuality. The root chakra is more of a masculine sexuality. The solar plexus is about will, determination, assertion, personal power, and also laughter, joy, anger. Um, that's the stomach. So that's the gut. The gut is the will. The gut is what tells you, what this is what you have to do, and doesn't consider feelings or ideas. It just considers what has to be done or what it thinks has to be done, which is what a lot of Bush's decisions seem to be based on that type of reasoning or non-reasoning, if you want to phrase it that way. And then at the center of the chest, the heart chakra, is love, wisdom, perseverance, patience, compassion. Um, the throat chakra is communication, expression, eloquence, intuition. Um, the third eye is direct perception, imagination, visualization, concentration. Um, and then the crown chakra is union and bliss and total release into the all-encompassing, eternal, infinite Godhead of whateverness. But yeah, the question again was just, do you think there is more of a gradient between this gut and mind metaphor that you're using, and if there aren't other layers that need to be considered? because I don't think it's just these two that we have to decide from, because you're making it sound like it's emotions versus thoughts, basically. And not only do we need both, but there's also this, you know, a lot of layers in between. And I think the important thing is to integrate them all and not to focus on one and think it somehow is better than any of the others. So let me know what you think.